No, that's not gone well. There we go. Hopefully, anyway. Hey. Go. Hopefully, anyway. Hey. Now I've got a serious case of the echoes. Now I've got a serious case of the echoes. 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 Amusing but pointless. Right. Anyway, so for some reason my microphone had disconnected from the world, essentially. So that's inconvenient to say the least. Don't know why it would have done that, but nonetheless, we were discussing this. I assume the clock is a piece within Dragon Quest Builders. We did see the White Dragon in all its annoying capitalizations. It's an impressive build. Fucking impressive build. Let down by an obnoxious decision to write every other letter as a capital. Lovely Twilight Church. We've seen the sun. Oktoberfest. He caught it in the rain. That's a good one. Manoir Hunter. I'm assuming that means haunted house, since one of the tags is haunted house. Or I'm assuming maybe haunted manor. But is there any clue as to what language that is? Not on screen. I mean, I suppose you could have a guess that maybe, I don't know, Manoir Hunter. It could be French, I don't know, but I quite like Manoir Hunter. Right, what else we got? Oh, that is a rather delicious pirate ship, isn't it? Or just a general boat. Doesn't have to be a pirate ship. You can see it's not rocking the Jolly Roger, is it? It's rocking a sort of merchant. I suggest that looks more merchant vessel. Oh, you've caught me on the nerddom. That's adding to favourites. Yuki-san, Robin Hood. Not exactly. I suppose he does wear a little hood, and he does use the bow and arrow, but it's not Robin Hood, is it? It is Link from The Legend of Zelda. And it is, I mean, I suppose essentially it's pixel art, but it still takes some effort to work out where to put those pixels, and then I'm assuming there must be some kind of like builder mode. I'm not entirely sure. I've never really done builds like this, but there must be a free mode where you can sort of fly around, but it's very impressive. Anyway, we'll do our usual 5 counter. So, that is good. That is good. That's going in the favourites. That is very good. So that was our 5. That is excellent. Again, pixel art, but in block form, and it's absolutely wondrous. Anyway, I mean, a little bit alarming that you've got. I think they're trying to paint a delightful picture of Malroth and the female builder going off on romantic fairy tale happily ever after journey, but to be honest, what it actually is Malroth has grabbed the woman, lifted her up, and gone knickers, and is enjoying it immensely. He's also copping a feel quite substantially there as well. Now, I suppose, in fairness, if they are married, if they're even in any level of relationship, copping a feel's not outrageous. But just, I don't know, just the glee on his face that he's just gone, I'm exposing you. Be mine, Valentine. Another romantic one. Good Lord, they're seriously shipping the old builder and Malroth. And then again, a strawberry house. A strawberry tree house. My word, look at that. It is genuinely slightly grisly, seeing quite how much pink they've got in that. Alright, there's one more, and then we'll do a bonus one afterwards. Camelot is quite nice. It's quite a nice one. I like the use of the stained glass windows. And then, Meowthra. It's very good. That's another very good one. I don't know exactly what he's supposed to be trying to get at, but it's a cat. Whatever it's not supposed to be getting at, it's going to fucking try and get at. But yeah, that is genuinely quite impressive. Anyway, back to Furrowfield and back to our own shoddy little farm that has no substantial interest or amazement. Right, let's eat some greens, because I've just spotted I am substantially low on the old hunger meter. Right, not doing too badly for those. Grab his hearts, why not? Grab his arts. Now, I must admit, they might have been... they've sort of grabbed a few bits. I'll take the scallywankles. Can we please establish? Definitely not actually called scallywankles, are they? No. There is no wank in Miss Scally. So it is just... It's scallywankles, technically. It's just... I've now gotten into the habit of calling them scallywankles, and thus, obviously, all I can call them is scallywankles. Over here, around, and up to the seated floor of food. I might put a couple more tables in there, a couple more chairs, because there's a lot of people, not a lot of seats. Well then, our farm grows more splendid by the day. I know that I've become something of a father figure to you, and I'm proud to have you as a surrogate son. But you still have not yet seen your full potential, my boy. Not only could your building skills grow even greater, but so could ours. I suggest you speak with our residents and aid them all in whatever way you can. They may only have gratitude to offer you, but what could be better? For you can pour that appreciative energy into the Builder's Bell, thus improving our powers and summoning new allies to our aid. Now go, Velden, ask our fellow townspeople how you can help them, fulfill their requests, and ring the Builder's Bell once more. I will. And yes, hello, hello, hello to you too. Or I suppose technically it should be hello, hello, hello to you three. Because it's the number 2 versus the number 3. Because there's 3 hellos. That's the joke. Get on board. Fucking Clayton. Fucking... Who are you, Clayton? Who are you? Who are you? Yeah, I remember you. Oh god, I can't remember the voice, and I don't even know if I can get into the voice, even if I could remember the voice. Oh god. I'll see you've been sinning at a remarkable rate lately. Since you show no signs of wishing to repent, perhaps you might do me a favour. I'm sure my fellow residents and I would be glad of a tiny room with a pot and a towel. A pot to piss in. A pot to piss in. I knew it. I knew it would come eventually. We are going to build them a toilet. 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 I've been threatening the toilet for weeks. And it is finally here, and a towel in it if you take my meaning. What's that? Why, a tiny room. Would they not be more pleased with a larger one? It's a little difficult to relax and do what must be done if one is sitting in a wide open space. I really think the room should be as small as possible. So to reiterate, that's a tiny room. That's right, a tiny room with a pot and a towel. Build that for us and we'll be able to, well, you know. Oh, I do. I do know. And I'm going to do that right now, boy. I'm going to do you a tiny room. And I feel like, I know, well, it's more, I'm enthusiastic about it. Because I've been reminding every time I've done one of those little intro texts, which I don't doubt nobody actually reads, but nonetheless, every time I actually do one, I find myself saying, this week, maybe toilets. So now finally, The Rock has come back to Dragon Quest and he's going to build a toilet. So what we'll do... Oh, I'll tell you what I should do, if I can remember how to do it. I think you go like that. There we go. Right, pow! That's the super hammer blow. I don't know how much of this I want to take away, because obviously the Builder's Bell basically will stay there, no matter what. That's it. That's fixed. It is a fixture. Which means I need to factor in the fact that we don't necessarily want to take away too much of the surrounding area. I stroke my dog. You should probably do that under the cover there as well. I'd forgotten I'd called the dog Woofina. Oh, my naming scheme is silly. Right, let's see. What I think we do want to do, though, is maybe... See, that sort of mass smash is useful. It's just you do have to be a little bit cautious with it, because sometimes you can take it back too far. Yes. No, don't worry. I've still got access there, and I've still got access over here as well. What I might do is fill in these sides as well with the same wooden grating, and then I'll probably fill in the pond around here. Can't remember if they ask for it or not, but I will probably get rid of that bush. That's what I'll probably do. I'll probably get rid of that bush. Because, you know, he was a terrible president. I can't get rid of that, can I? Oh, yeah, bastards. Oh, it's going to annoy me. Every time I come around this area, it's going to be like, why is there a cracked rock? Why is there a cracked rock there? I want to repair the rocks. Let me repair the rocks. But no, if your hammer bounces off like that, you cannot smash the thing. And whereas, if your hammer smashes like that, and it goes boom, 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 you can smash the rocks. Right, let us see what I think. Stroke the dog, because it's about to get attacked, I think. Probably really far behind the stream. This guy seems to have taken an exception with us cancelling our internet with them. Oh, I see. I mean, in fairness, they seem to have taken exception to generally running internet as far as I've seen, because I think I've got Sky as well, and to say it's been unreliable of late is an understatement. So clearly Sky are just playing silly buggers, perhaps. But I'm assuming you already know Sky plays silly buggers with the internet. That's probably why you're leaving them. Or you found a cheaper, better alternative, of course. Whoops, not what I had in mind. You can't kill an enemy with a block. Actually, that's probably not 100% true, because I suspect you possibly can. Anyway, what? Oh yeah, I wanted to double check my scallywankle. Get that off the grill, and then pop another one on, because there is literally no reason not to cook the scallywankles. Cabbages and wheat, semi-reason to try and keep them as cabbages and wheat, because it can be semi-useful. However, right, okay, we've got to start making some more executive design decisions as to the precise nature of how we're going to deal with this place. So I think what we'll do first things first, we'll whip down this bit of wall here. Now, I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the toilets next to the bath. Because, obviously, when you have a massive shit, the key thing you want in your life is the smell of shit wafting over the ether. They told us they were doubling our monthly charge for the same service. Okay, interesting. Switching to Virgin, who've just recently laid down some fibre optic cables in our road. Ah, I see. That is probably wise. Have to wait and see. I'm assuming they're not going to, because I think we've got the Sky TV as well, so there's an element of they probably won't faff around too much, although that is not a guarantee under any circumstance. Right, no, place it. Now we want our wooden fencing, and we'll place that as well. And now let's mirror that the other side, because we'll keep at least some of this place symmetrical. A lot of the ground stuff, there's not a lot I can do. There's simply not a lot I can do about the ground being sort of all over the place until I possibly, you know, there's the potential that I can deal with the floor at some point. Whether I do or not, I cannot guarantee, but there is the potential. I'm just wondering, I don't really have... Well, I suppose I do need a towel rack, don't I? So yeah, we'll build a spare towel rack just to make sure I've got one. I also need a pot to piss in, so we'll make damn certain we've got a a pot available when I get around to actually building the thing. We will want a simple door. Yes, I think so. Yes, a simple door. I believe so. Because I can't remember precisely what a tiny room is, so we will have a bit of a an assess on that. Now, do we think a cushiony floor covering? Yeah, go on. Let's have a cushiony floor covering. Yes, please to that. There's monsters in the house. Oh no, there's monsters in the house. Well, I plan on making 2 toilets. The last time I played this game, there was only 1 toilet, and the queue for said toilet. Ah, no! Get them away from the crops. Get them away from the crops, you pricks! God damn it! You've ruined me cabbages, you bastards! What are you doing up on the mountain? Get down from the mountain, you beastie monsters! Where are the rest of these beastie monsters? Is that all of them? Marvellous, good lads. Right, so if we have, eventually at least, we'll have a little path there, and we'll stick with the idea of having like a 2x2 path. So we'll carry on having like a path here. And so ideally, we perhaps want toilets to be here. So I think we'll build the toilets out of this stuff. Or do I want to sort of... Yeah, I think it might be better. Although having said that, I will still want that wall. So I didn't really need to trash that wall, but that's not the point. So... I don't want to place it there. Because then you're going... and a wall there. And then, yeah, you've got a 2x2 road there. And then door... wall. And I'm thinking, do I want to just... No. Maybe? No. Maybe? No. Maybe? No. Yeah? No. I actually want door and then separating wall there. I feel like it should be out slightly further. Something like that. Whoops, not there. You got like that. You got that, and then what we need to do is deposit the stairs, because we don't need the stairs. Don't need any stairs at the moment. Thank you. Right, what we want to do is get the door. Unfortunately, I forgot to build a second door, didn't I? I said I was going to do 2 toilets. Did 2 of everything else, and then forgot the sodding. Forgot I needed 2 doors. Right, is that classified as a tiny room? No. Interesting. I wonder why. It's got a door. What else was needed for a room? Where's my Builderpedia? Rooms. Basic bedroom. Alright. Basic bathroom. Do you not tell me just room? There's the barn, yeah. Interesting. I feel like that should have keyed in and registered as simply a room. But maybe I do need a torch. Torch in the room? No, maybe not. I suppose it might be this issue here, so maybe I will move it over. I don't know. It might not be the issue, I think it is. But we'll see. I'm gonna do... a roof might be an idea for a room, but I don't think you're ever going to build one. No, well... You can build roofs, but... Truth be told, for the most part... I have frequently sort of like ended up just going like that, so that I can then go tally-ho and run along the walls, because it's a little bit easier sometimes when you get substantial amounts of architecture. I'm going to end up changing my mind again, I think, here. So, if we go like that, and then like that, and like that. Whoops, not there. that, like that, like that, like that. Would that be classified as a tiny room? Oh, definitely not, because it's not actually fully enclosed. But is it now tiny room? There we go. Okay, cool. So there's a tiny room. And now what we'll do is we'll build a second one of them. Unless, do I want it to be free internally? I mean, it's not really necessary to have it free internally, but it might be aesthetically pleasing. But I think, I don't know. No, I think we should be fine there. So ideally what we want to do is we'll want to sort of crack open this area. Which is slightly awkward, but nonetheless we will be doing it. I must admit that makes it a little bit too awkward. Yeah. Awkward, but I don't know, bearable. Oh, here we go. Everybody's using the bath. Everybody's using the bath. Look at everybody desperate to go in the bath. Oh no, they're giving up. It's gotten to night time. There's only one bath. Only one person was able to use it. This is why I'm going to do 2 toilets this time, because I have played this game before. If I hadn't made that clear, I plan on utilising my ability to do these things. But yeah, I happen to know that toilets get busy. There's a lot of people, not a huge volume of toilets. Okay, so we've got 2 tiny rooms next to the bathroom, and we do technically have a little bit of a walkway, but knowing them, they will just jump down from there. But yeah, nonetheless, we can have a sort of walkway there if we choose to make it a walkway. It has equated to this area being a bit ugly. Pop a block there so I can have easy access. I don't know. We'll see what can be done there. We've got to be careful there as well, because pop that up there and pop that there for easy access as well. Hey, there we go. Not that I needed to go down there. What I need to do is get my towel racks out, and I do feel like I do want sort of a nice light source in the bathrooms. Whoops, what's this? Oh, right, oh yeah, of course, I need to actually swap something. Sugarcane, maybe. I suppose sweeties for now. That'll do. I suppose I could put a book. Could put a book in there. Let's have a look. So the crucial elements. One crucial element I think we want is I want to just bash this floor in, and of course install the plumbing, which is non-existent plumbing. But that's not the point. Gonna have to smash that door open, unfortunately. But the first thing we want to do is, I did build some straw floor, and I feel like in the bathroom, straw floor might be quite reasonable. I don't know. I mean, it's probably not because it's straw, but it is sort of, you know, it will soak it up, which is not necessarily what you want, but you know, it's what they've got. I don't know what bathroom floors traditionally were made out of, but nowadays it's tile and linoleum. But I ain't got no linoleum. I've not got lino. So we'll just pop down some straw floor for them. And now, right, so I think what we'll do is, let's see, let's put the towel rail up high there and up high there. That's it. Now get the doors out and get it back to being a room. So there's... Will having done that on the inside make a difference? Oh yeah, I think it does actually. Nah, I think... Yeah, matching doors, I think. Matching doors. Right, so we've got that. Now, do we feel... I feel like just a candle on the floor would be a bit shit. I'm wondering, maybe the wooden box? Although I suppose arguably you could have the flagstone Yeah. Yeah, do you know what? Let's have... That gonna look alright? Bit of flagstone. With a candle. But I think not there. So what we'll do... Bit of flagstone, bit of candle. And then the pot to piss in there. Tiny toilet! We have our first tiny toilet. And then, again... Do a matching set of toilets. A secondary tiny toilet. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Clayton. I can have a shit if I want. I don't plan on having a shit at the moment, thank you. Oh, thank you, Velden. You have no idea how long I've been waiting for a room like this. I can't tell you how hard things have been trying to sneak out in the wilderness to answer the call of nature in private, especially with all this cabbage I've been eating. Just the other day, I hid behind a tree to unburden myself, but just as I had, with my britches, I saw that Rosie's eyes were fixed upon my unmentionables. I beg your pardon, what exactly am I talking about, you ask? Are you really going to make me say it out loud? It's what people make after they've had something to eat. Why not try it for yourself? Have a nice big meal with plenty of fiber, and then after a while you'll find your new room comes in very handy indeed. Oh, and by the by, the pot will probably start to fill up after a while. Perhaps there is some way you can make use of that matter. Yes, indeed. So, I did spoil it a little bit, but I tell you what, once everybody's sort of no longer excited... Oh, there you go. Brittany's on the lav. Oh, okay. Help! Why is everybody hiding in the toilet? Help! I can't get out of the toilet. And yes, my friends have no choice but to accept toilets without roofs, because I don't build roofs. I don't like roofs. There we go. Marvellous. Right. Why, you prick? You're doing me a fucking spit. Don't spit in my village. Right. Okay, so everybody's on the lavs. There's a big queue. I think she's... I can't tell if she's shivering because she's scared. Yeah, she was shivering because she was scared. It's not she's shivering because she desperately needs shit. But, yes, welcome, Mr. Blue Bush. Do they even flush? I'm sorry. Can we just establish... Does that look like something you can flush? It's literally a pot. It is literally a pot. They have a pot to piss in, and that is all they get. That is all they have. I mean, they're fucking lucky. They're fucking lucky they've got two. Yeah? The last time I played this game, I only had one. And the queue for the toilet, eventually, in the game, the queue for the toilet went from the toilet, which I think I built roughly the same side, but sort of further up ahead of me. But the queue for the toilet went from the toilet all the way over... All the way. Not quite upstairs, because I didn't have those stairs the last time I played it. But they will sort of queue on things. So I think I had a similar structure here. And I think the toilets were sort of roughly over here the last time I played the game. And what they would do... In fact, I think I used this gap here. I think I used literally this area. But nonetheless, they did sort of leap, because I think the farms were roughly the same layout. They were leaping all along there and sort of queuing from here. It was truly ridiculous to see. You should have made the WC at the top of your temple, sacrifices and all. No, you want them shit-free on the sacrifice. Because otherwise, when you whip the dagger out, they shit themselves. And because they're not shit-free, they are scared. And yeah, as I say, they shit themselves. Right, so, it is my duty... Unfortunately, as builder, it is my duty. Dog, could you get out of the toilet, dog? Christ. I collect the poo matter. And I will show you what that is called in a moment. Not a lot of poo today. Not a lot of poo. Do not collect toilet hearts. I'm collecting full on... There we go. Having a dump with my trousers on. It's what I like. It's what I do. Having a dump with my trousers on. I'm just having a big old dump. Supreme control over your sphincter muscles. Okay, no. I cannot actually collect my own shit. Apparently builders, they keep the idea. They do the motion, but they don't actually have the shitting capacity. But anyway, here we go. What we should be able to do is, I believe, get the full details, because, God forbid, I do not give you the full description. Oh, that is the description, sorry. Here we go. It is known as night soil, which I think is a glorious, glorious euphemism for poo, the night soil. And what was formerly food, now found piled in pots. And of course, being Japanese, it is pink for reasons best known to the Japanese. But we'll put it away in the main inventory for now. It does serve a purpose. It may be mildly amusing, but it does in fact serve a purpose later on. Not necessarily a viable purpose in terms of real life, but nonetheless it does serve a purpose later on. That's handy, there's a couple of blocks there. Collect that, and then finally sear my final... I don't think it's actually next to the cabbages. No, it's between the grass fibre and the oil, which I think you'll definitely agree is where it belongs. I always keep my night soil fresh. I bet you do. Right. Oh, god damn it. I'm busy. I'm trying to find the bloody dickheads. I'll have to ring the bell. That might be the easiest way to find Clayton, because I don't think I've actually talked to Clayton yet. He gave me the mission. I did the mission. And now Clayton seems to have kind of disappeared. Or did I talk to Clayton? Oh, maybe I did. Oh, yeah, no, I did talk to Clayton. That's fine. So I just need to do the next one. So I'll tell you what, I'll let you chatters, since you are relatively active today. That sounded a bit harsh, didn't it? A bit dismissive. We've got a quest from Wrigley, or a quest from a woman whose name I've forgotten. I think it's Sophia, maybe? Something along those lines. So do you want Wrigley or Sophia? And if it's not Sophia, woman or worm? Do you want the woman or the worm, or the worm in the woman? Don't put your worm in the woman. Wrigley! Okay. It's a little known fact that builders don't actually wear trousers. Instead, their lower bodies are skin similar to jeans. Oh! We've got an indecision. There's a Wrigley woman. Wrigley woman. Wrigley woman. Or worm man. Is that meant to be woman or worm man? Because he is a worm. Wrigley came through first, so we'll go with Wrigley. Hello there, me handsome. I heard something interesting from Malroth, so I did. He tells me you two met a bodkin and did him a favour. Says he worked out how to make worm food in the process and all. That's blimmin' brilliant news. Why didn't he tell me sooner? If I didn't know better, I'd think he only had eyes for making fields and he ain't given a single thought to them grassy meadows I love so much. But I ain't going to give up that easy. I'll do me ma and pa and their mas and pals before them proud. I'm going to turn the whole island green. I'll need your help to do it though, Veldon. Worm food's made from the grass seeds and night soil. There you go. That's why you have night soil. Right. Do me a good big favour and make me one of them balls of worm food. Plonk him down somewhere free from your fields. And I'll turn the air around him into a lovely little horn. If you're wondering where to get your hands on night soil, look no further than that pot in the tiny room you made. Don't worry about getting your hands dirty. You can clean them up with the towel you put in there. Except you can't actually. The towel is decorative only. You cannot actually interact. This voice is the witch from Chorlton and in the Wheelies. Well, I've never heard of it, so I cannot claim that is intentional. No! Use water and soap, not just a towel! I have not got water and soap! You think this place has mod cons? It's a fucking field in the middle of nowhere! It has no mod cons. There you go. I've walked around the water in the sugarcane fields. Happy now? The sugarcane is covered in shit instead of everything else. Right, cook that. And now, right, we would need to build worm food, which I believe we can build from here, question mark? Yes. And we can currently build only one piece of worm food. And we've got to kind of decide where we want our meadow. So let's grab our crispy crackers, or whatever it is. Crispy seaweed, I think it's considered. Or is it just... Oh, it's just crispy kelp. That's fair enough. What should we grow next? Well, you want a meadow. One man went to mow his meadow. One man went to mow his meadow. I'm wondering, because I know roughly what he wants afterwards, but I do keep feeling slightly bad for building it in the same place every time. So I'm trying to shake it up and build it in different places than I did on my previous run of doing this game. But I can't deny, in terms of sort of open areas that are used... Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus, these are way more frequent than I remember. So your minions to the worms now, you produce their food. Yes. I mean, there are worse things to be than minion to the worm. Human slaves in an insect nation. Worms are not insects. Fuck off. It's a good song. Human slaves in an insect nation. Ooh-hoo. I don't know if it went ooh, but I did, so that's the new lyrics to the song. Where do I want my grassy field? That's a shit place to put that, isn't it? I must figure out a better area there, because it's gone horrible. It's gone a bit horribly wrong there, isn't it? But as I say, there's nothing... Oh, I can ring the bell. Yeah, I can ring the bell, but can't move the bell, which is unfortunate. Or can I? Or can I? No, I can't. Well, hang on. Let me try. No, I just humped the rock. So, no, I am not allowed to move that. I don't know where to build my field. I think it's going to have to just be over here. I think it'll be nice because he asks you to also build a tree, I believe. Which, yes, I have got the powers of building trees. So if we build up... Maybe... We'll probably get rid of that chest at some point. But if we sort of... If we at least come down here... Because I said about having like a two path. And there we go. We've got our sort of two path there. But do we want to sort of lower down or... No, I think if we just fill in this area here. Next to the housing association. And what I'll probably do is I'll try and put like a second floor on the housing association so that the housing association grows and there's more beds available for people. But at the moment I couldn't give a shit. They can sleep on top of one another for all I care. Da, 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 da. Right, there we go. So we've got a new area here, and now let's place our worm food. Well, we might as well place it right slap bang in the centre, maybe. Well, I say centre, that's not central. There's technically no centre here because it's not going to be symmetrical. But what we'll do is we'll place it on the edge, and then he should be able to do his business. Yeah. He'll just turn basically all of this. I don't know. Is he going to get... Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. Was that... Are you going to finish it off after I've talked to you? Oh, did you see that, Velden? We made that grass from scratch, so we did. And now I can keep making grass for as long as he can keep making worm food. Before long, we could have the whole island good and green. Oh my goodness. Did you make that worm food yourself, Velden? How did you do it? What in the world did you make it out of? Shit and grass? I think. Shit and something, love. What do you mean, you know what? If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you. Most impressive. You
you turned human shit into something beautiful. The corruption has been purified and grass grows upon the earth once more. Keep this up and we shall have Furrowfield back in fine fettle before you know it. Yeah, not bad. When we're finished here, let's get this guy to work his magic back on the Isle of Awakening. Lulu will throw a fit.
Oh, thanks everyone. I couldn't have done it without your help. If we keep at it, we might be able to get some nice little flowers growing too.
Flowers? I've always wanted to see flowers. I've only ever heard about them in stories. I can't wait for that day to come.
Now, as I say, Wrigley, buddy? Wrigley, you going to finish it off? Good lad! There we go, that's what we were after. Should have filled in a bit more earth, because then I'd have gotten more earth back, because he does have a certain amount of depth to it as well, I would say. Not sure precisely how much depth. At least one tile. Yeah, only about one tile's worth, but nonetheless, good lad, Wrigley. It's reasonably inefficient to try and do a lot of this grass growing, because you end up sort of overlapping bits and pieces and then wasting the food, but sometimes you just have to go with the flow and waste the food, or waste the worm food. Doodly-dum. Carry on growing that, and now let's find the woman is having lunch. Let us go up the stairs of wonder, and it's mostly wonder of it's mostly people wondering, why did you build a staircase up this fucking mountain, you dickhead? This is where we have to eat. But just think, by the time you get up to the eating area, you've burnt at least the calories of your lunch. Win-win. Oh, she's Saffron. There you go. I knew it began with an S. What more do you want? I think she was a slightly posher version of Rosie. Yeah. So how many women's voices do you have? I have 3. Slightly posh, not so posh, and child. And does the child overlap with both male and female genders? Yes. All children speak the same.
Hello, Veldin. I must say, ever since you brought us to your farm, life has been just one surprise after another for me. Everyone is growing crops and indulging in the fruits of creation, with great big smiles on their faces. Does nobody respect the children of Hargon?
Really now, Saffron? Are you still pretending to hate building? You're not fooling anybody.
Oh, you're right, Lillian. It's true. Seeing everyone growing these crops is making me hungry. I want to make something to eat. Veldin, I have it on good advice that if you put wheat on a bonfire, it turns into something rather delicious.
Bread, love. It's called bread. It's incredibly misogynistic, wasn't it? Really should try and eliminate the phrase love from my vocabulary, but at the very least, I can safely say it is only video game people I have a tendency to call love. And Chief is the other one. If it's a bloke, alright Chief. And if it's a woman, alright love. But only in video games, so I think we've got one victory under our belts. It's not a good victory, but it is a victory nonetheless.
Oh, please, Veldin, won't you make some bread for me? I'm ever so hungry.
Oh, wonderful! You've already made the bread! You didn't even leave! Bloody hell, that was quick!
I mean, I know you're a bloody good builder, but fuck me! To not even have to move and to make the bread, that's impressive. Goodness me, Veldin, did you really bake a loaf of bread? The High Priest of Hargon will surely strike you down for such a sin. Although, could I... maybe... Honestly, Saffron, Veldin went to all that trouble to cook you a meal, and this is how you thank him. I'm sorry about my sister. I almost became my sister, you know. As I grow up, I will sound more and more like my sister, of course, so I'm practicing. So if I ever do sound like my sister, like this, you know, it's just because I'm trying to copy her. She's very grateful that you made us this loaf of bread, and she would be even more grateful for a little taste. May we? Naughty, sinful bread eaters. Naughty people. You naughty little people, and your bread-eating ways. Thank you. Finally, something to quell the thunderous rumbling from our stomachs. I'm sure you could make all kinds of delicious dishes from the vegetables you have growing here. If I were a builder, I would try putting anything and everything on a bonfire. Who knows what wonderful new meals you might invent. Here, take these for the bread. Wheat seeds! Yes, but I am afraid that I cannot offer you any more assistance than that. I cannot abandon my faith in the children of Hargon so easily. Oh, almighty Hargon, spare me your punishment, I pray. One day I shall seal the builder's works, reduced to rubble. You have my word. What a bitch. But luckily she'll come around eventually. Okay, is it just you, or do we want to give people a choice again? I think it's just her. Yeah, I think it's literally just her. I think she's come around bloody quickly. It's literally like, I want to destroy everything. Well, maybe not. They're all a little bit like that. Thank you again for baking that bread for me, Veldin. It was ever so delicious. Actually, you see... Really now, Thupperon, what are you mumbling about this time? If there's something you want Veldin to make for you, stop wasting his time and say it. What my sister is trying to tell you, Veldin, is that ever since you made us that bread, we have become rather enamoured with the idea of doing cooking ourselves. If we had a special room to do it in, just think of all the incredible meals we could make. Wouldn't that just be wonderful? Veldin, if you would be so kind, could you build us a room with a chest, 3 sacks of wheat and 3 bonfires in it? Oh, and 2 stacks of firewood as well, please. Okay, so I feel like that should probably be near the dining area. But that would mean another sort of elevated cooking area, which, in fairness, I do have a little bit of leeway here, don't I? Bird's eye view. I'll give me a bit more of a clue. Yeah, I mean, maybe the sort of let's try and figure it out better. So it's running along here is the sort of perimeter. We've gone 1 in, 2 in, 2 in. We're looking at something like that. So yeah, that would be enough. Yeah. Yeah, go on. Right, let's I'll just mark the perimeter quickly with a torch. I'll probably try and reclaim that torch in the not too distant future. But yeah, we'll pop up here. And what we'll do is we'll knock out those 2 fences. Well, unfortunately we've lost those 2 fences, but apart from that, it's fine. Grab some more floorboard. Probably going to need a lot more floorboard than I've already got at the moment, but nonetheless. Dink dink. Right, and now... Shall we do it as a... I wouldn't mind doing it as a bridge. But I also like the idea of having it slightly wider than it is. So let's just get an assess on... Is that the last block we've got? Yeah, okay. But I feel like maybe... I might be able to get away with... Oh no, that is... Is that where my torch is? That is where my torch is, okay. So if I was to... I don't know if this will count or not. I mean, I've still got the music there. I think. Just about. But I think that might count. The idea is we do just a tiny little bridge there. And so we start the roof. Oh, there's no roofs. How dare you suggest there was going to be a roof. Yeah, it's going to be quite a thin room. But it could work. Quite like it. I do need more wood though. So I think if you land in water, you don't take fall damage. Although having said that, I didn't take fall damage, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't think that's necessarily a guaranteed be-all and end-all plan. You don't necessarily want to rely on that as a definitive notion. So right, we need a lot more floorboards. So how about 100 floorboards? That's probably too many floorboards now, in fairness, isn't it? But, oh well. Can you possibly have too many floorboards? I don't think you can. I do want some ladders, I think. Probably need to go forage some more wood at some point. Right, so I think, yeah, I wanted another wooden gate. Well, I say another wooden gate. I'm assuming I haven't already got a wooden gate, in which case, if I do have a wooden gate, I've over-wooden gated myself, which is not what you want. Okay, so I do need 3 bonfires, which is lucky. I have left myself with exactly the right amount of wood for 3 bonfires. Unfortunately, I don't have enough wood for chests or anything else. Well, I'll pick up 2 sacks of wheat, why not? And then I'll have to go scavenge some trees. Oh, my food's ready. Collect that. Whoops, didn't mean to eat that, but never mind. Hey! I didn't have to care. So nobody needed me. Which is reasonably helpful. So I didn't need another wooden gate, really. Oh, I've already got a chest. That's helpful. I've got my 3 bonfires. I've got... Oh, I had shitloads of sacks of wheat. That's fine. Right, let's take out... I don't really want the straw floor for now. So, okay, let's... Pop a couple of bits of floor there. Pop a couple of those there. That's it. And now I'm thinking... I feel like you want a barrier between, you know, kitchen. So you've got the drapery doors, and then they go, ah, food's ready! Now I'm back in the kitchen. Food's ready! Now I'm back in the kitchen. So I think that'll work nicely. So I will want floorboard there, and there. I'm thinking maybe... Of course I can place it there. Don't you tell me where I can place my wood. You're not the boss of my wood. So how dare you? How dare you suggest you know where my wood goes? Right, tell you what we'll do. We'll put the wall there. And do we want... Tempted to try and go... no, I've already gone one further out, haven't I? So perhaps better not to. Unfortunately, I am definitely going to have to go get that wood supply because I've basically run out of wood for my walls. What we'll do is we'll just fill in that corner piece there because it'll be awkward otherwise. And now, filling in the wood floor. I remember building some elevated positions previously when I first played this game, and it can sometimes be quite an experience because you tend to actually fall through the floor half the time, which is always exciting, especially if you do what I did just then, which was deal with all the outer portions of the floor and not work through the sort of centre area. This building defies the laws of building. Yes, it does. You are quite right, because it is... Well, I don't know. We've got a heavy foundation there. And I do sort of... Yeah, I must admit, I need to leave this open. So, what's the best way of doing that? That's probably going to be a 2x2. A 2x2. So I'll probably want a couple of wooden doors. So I will want a little bit of extra floor here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. A little bit of extra floor there, and then a area for a handrail here. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, you know you like that, don't you? Ooh, you bad boy. Is that disgusting yet? Yeah, you know you love that. You know you love that. You love that real good, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's what you want, isn't it? I need to go get more wood, so do excuse me while I go get more wood, eh? You just watch me go get the wood. Yeah, you like it when I get wood, didn't you? Whoops. Oh, I just stuck my pole in the middle of the ground there. much just amusing myself now. Hey, Beardy Weirdy, get the fuck off my bed. That's it, son. That's it. You do that. And now, I'm going to try and snatch the bed. Now, just get the fuck out of the way. Yeah. Do I have to hit you with my hammer? Do I have to ring the... Yeah, that's it. See, he knows who's boss. He knows. He knows. He knows where my wood goes. Yeah, he does. Make more beds? Nah, mate. No. That's not how we work around here. The way we work around here is there is X number of beds and Y number of people. And Y exceeds X by quite a substantial margin. And that is the way they fucking like it. And that is how it's going to stay. Now I'm going to go get my wood. You watch me. Here we go. Nice little stack of wood forming here, isn't it? So I'm having too much fun with that voice, Drupidar. So much fun, it should be made illegal. I don't know whether I should remove the stumps or keep the stumps. Because I don't think trees will regrow based on leaving the stumps, but I might leave a few just in case. I'll tell you what, it feels like it's... oh, it might be starter in because it was auto-saving there. But, fuck it. Well, or at least I think it was auto-saving. Don't know. Collecting wood gives me an erection. Well, I suggest you do it more often then. But not more than 4 hours a day. Or at least a break in between. You can probably do it for more than 4 hours a day. You just need a little bit of a break in between. Lots and lots of wood. Oh yes, we need lots of wood. Because the town pretty much relies on wood. Could you go away, you stupid bat pests? I think those drops bat wood. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you take those little cough drops, you will bat wood. No, those bats, I think, were dropping wood there, which is moderately helpful, since as I am on my glorious path to supreme volumes of wood. I think we've probably got enough wood now, but in fairness, we do need a shitload more walls and a shitload more floorboards, because amazingly, where I went, I'll build 100 floorboards. That'll be enough. I've managed to get through. Will you stop planting your log in the middle of the ground? Because I keep having to unplant the log. And I realise by will you stop planting log in the floor, it's me pushing the wrong button. But that's not the story I'm telling. Malroth is taking down. As I say, I'm not convinced. In fact, I think where I've carefully been trying to leave the stumps, just in case they regrow, Malroth has instantly come along and yep, every time. You fucking dickhead, Malroth. You fucking dickhead. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate not having to put the effort in, because you are now clearing all the trees for me, but for fuck's sake, Malroth. I might leave these stumps, just in case they grow back. And fucking Malroth immediately going, smash! Smashing time. I'm having a smashing time, smashing all this shit here. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable bell end. But never mind, I now have a shitload of wood. And that's what we need. Oh no, Brittany! Fuck off, Brits. I just wanted the arts. I wanted the heart of the cards. And Brittany was trying to have a conversation. How dare she? How dare she? That's not on the cards. Right, so we already had a treasure chest, and I believe we needed 2 bits of firewood, so we'll deal with those first. That's the ticket. And now what we need to do is possibly a little pool. No, I wanted... Yeah, I think... Yeah, back door. I'll have 2 simple doors as my back doors. Those 2 should link together nicely. Now let's try and get... yeah, I mean, we'll go for 100 softwoods. That's it. And now we'll go for another 100 hardwood flooring. So it's always good to have the options. Always good to have the options. I've got some hardwood, I've got some softwood. Whichever wood you like. Which wood you like? Which wood, if a wood could wood. And some woodwoods could wood. Right, now what we need to do is figure out where the fuck this floor is. Right, there's the floor. I think just... I mean... I think let's just go dirt, but I think actually it would look more... It would potentially look more aesthetically pleasing if it was made of wood. Where? Oh, wah. I suppose it doesn't actually matter. So if we declare it there, that's it. And now, oh, I can't get up there. Whoops! Wrong thing. That's it. And now, whoops! That's it. Oh, I think I've gone off. Off on one side. I didn't mean to. Okay, so I am one further out than I'd intended to be. And I did to that side. But I suppose maybe I could probably live with that. I can probably live with that. Alright, this will probably cost me a bit of health, but it's the quickest way down. And sometimes I'm only interested in speed. Coke is available, but sometimes when you want speed, you just need to have the speed. Plus, at some point, I'm going to need to rejigger my health bar, and by Jove, was that meant to be words? Yes. You just needed to interpret them through the mode of dance. I don't need any pots anymore, I don't think. Right, once again, ow. So I think, yes, here we go. Bam. I'll just hold the button down and he'll do his little ladder. There we go. Nice. This is it. This is the staff entrance, by the way. The guests have a lovely set of stairs. The staff, however, no. No stairs for the staff. The staff have to come in through the ladder. In fairness, they probably won't, but it's an option, and it's different, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just trying to make things a bit different. Spice them up, hey? Spice them up. That's what we like to see. A bit of spice in your life. I think I can have a room with 2 entrances, or 2 exits. Depends on your interpretation of what an exit and an entrance is. One and the same. Fair dues. If you can only exit an entrance and entrance and exit, again, fair enough. Doors. 2 doors. Right, theoretically, these should join together to form a double door. The blockchain. Blocks and other objects that have a chain symbol next to their icon will change their appearance automatically when an identical block is placed adjacent to them. Yes, adjacent. There we go. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, quad door, please. No, I don't think there's a quad door. That's just silliness. Silly. Oops. Now I've got to try and... Whoops. Hey, managed it. Whoops. Right, what I want to do is just... I don't know why. I just like to... I did this last time on one of my builds. I just quite like the aesthetically pleasing sort of... As if it's a sort of... You know... Oops. It is quite difficult using ladders. That's why I tend to just drop on the floor. But yeah! It's quite nice, isn't it? Yes, but you're a cruel, cruel man. That's the problem you've got. So, let's see. I've got the... that's handy. Woohoo! Did not know it was going to do that, but that's very handy. It lines up nicely. Trash that, and then probably want to put that there. And then I'm thinking maybe put some stairs there. I probably didn't need all 52, but never mind. Or 54, technically. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's moderately sexy, isn't it? Isn't that sexy?
Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then, oh, I placed those. Oh, I placed those stairs perfectly. Oh, I tickled my own ball bag with those stairs. Oh, I got to improve that. Oh yeah, wood, from here to there, absolute wood. I think you're getting too into this building. Yeah, I am. Right, anyway, this is apparently a large room. Yeah, I think it's tiny, small. Oh no, it's probably a mid-sized room then. Next one up is large, and the next one up is huge. Right, so what did we need in this room? A couple of bits of firewood. So I'll tell you what, let's have this as storage corner. So your firewood goes in storage corner. Also, your seed bags can go in storage corner, obviously. Seed bag there. A little bit off symmetry. I think it's asymmetrical. That's what they traditionally call it, not off symmetry. Fuck off. No, asymmetry. Yeah, alright, fuck A then. So they did also want a treasure chest, which should probably go in storage, since as it is quite literally the definition of storage. There we go. At the door, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. And now 3 fire pits. Yes, I believe it is 3 fire pits, and 3 fire pits alone. Why, I suppose... I'm thinking 1, 2, and 3? No. Sorry. I know it looked like your kitchen was ready, but the architect has changed his mind. The architect saw the fact that what he could do is put it 1 away from that door, which would do the triple threat, being 1 away from this door. Eee. That's a terrible idea. How dare you? How dare you? I am the architect of your demise, if you disapprove of my plans. For my plans are incredible. Just grab that heart. Now I'm stuck. Cool. There you go. You might get what you want. If anybody drops down there, they're fuckered. Your floor is wooden, and my fire is roaring. There are no safe fire exits. How dare you? Look at this. What do you call that? Shit's on fire. Get down the ladder. Obviously. How dare you? My building is entirely up to code. Whoops, no, I do want to save it, thank you. I like my building. Don't worry. He's just wrong. He's jealous. He's jealous of your burning building. Now, aren't you happy with me? Ah, shit. I think I broke my room somehow. Is this not classified? Yeah, no, this is classified as a simple kitchen. Ah, shit, I think I've broken it somehow. I wonder maybe I built it 1 step too far out, maybe. 2 stacks of firewood, 3 sacks of wheat. Okay, that's where we're missing. We're missing a 3rd sack of wheat. Okay, that's fine. Or at least hopefully that's fine. It's agricultural kitchen. So we accidentally stumbled upon how to build a simple kitchen by not having a 3rd sack of wheat. Whoa, 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 whoa! Safety inspector, don't jump on the fire pit and then on the wall. Look, guys, come on. Respect the kitchen and safety. You're not supposed to leap on the fire and then leap on the wall. But they are using the ladder. Good lads. And lasses. And whoever else. I'm very pleased to see them using the ladder. Not so pleased to note the fact that they can do that. But pleased to see they're using my ladder. Oh dear, it's bath time, okay. Oh god, it's because it feels like I should be pushing down, but you don't actually have to push down. Good lord, I dropped a lot of frames at some point, didn't I? Cock. Oh, in fact, no. Oh, here we go. No, we are very much dropping frames. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Not a shitload I can do about that, truth be told. I did say the sky was being a piece of shit, didn't I? If it settles, but I somehow, well, I mean, it might do eventually, but yeah, currently seem to be getting limited internet, which is good. Good. If you're watching Sky, I don't think you are, but if you're watching Sky, sort out your fucking internet, you fucking dickheads. Nonetheless, we'll possibly just have to wait. Yeah, that's not the upload I'm supposed to have, people of the internet. So you know, that's why it's lagging to buggery, because you know they've now choked out the speed and provided nothing, despite the fact that they're being paid to provide something. It's good. It's good. Good companies do that. Oh my, Velden, it's wonderful. It's just what I'll carry on, despite the fact that you can't really watch it, because I have little choice. Unless I just stop here and now, which is, I suppose, is a viable option, but we'll just hope for the best that it's not completely unwatchable, despite the obvious fact that it probably is, since it is just constantly rising up, that number. But still. Oh my, Velden, it's wonderful. I am so excited I almost become rosy, but not quite. I'm getting a little bit posher now, so I can do the third of the 3 female voices. It's just what I've always wanted. Felton, I... Honestly now, Saffron, if you have something to say, just come out and say it. Felton, I want to use the kitchen you made. I want to cook. If you would be so kind as to put any ingredients you find in the chest. Excuse me. We shall make meals of them. We're not builders like you. We can't invent new recipes. We can only copy the meals you've made. So I would urge you to experiment and come up with as many dishes as you can. We'll put all our creations back in the chest in the kitchen, so if you're ever feeling peckish, have a look inside. So we've automated the cooking process. You may have wondered what was the point in the kitchen. It's to automate the cooking process. And as I say, I can make a decision as to which entrance I wish to go down. Either go, whoops, you're not supposed to jump the fence. It's the point of the fence. Are you aware of the point of the fence? Right, let's put away. I'll keep a few of them on hand, but I think we can probably afford to do sort of 20 there, 10 of them, and half of them as well. Yeah, 15 of them, that'll do. Are they seared scallywinkles? Cool. So yes, let's eat another couple of scallywinkles, and that. Right here, ho, wee! It's quite nice going down the stairs. Right, what? Oh, I don't think we've got any other missions. Oh, I only need 34 more hearts, so it's plausible once I hit that bell. Nope, 14. So unfortunately, it's not bad in the way it sort of does things. So arguably, I gain hearts from them. Do I? I could have sworn I gained hearts by doing, by bringing in the crops, but apparently not so much. But yeah, unfortunately at this point, I just kind of have to wait for them to. I mean, possibly the 9 final hearts will be when everybody rushes to the toilets tomorrow morning. So once everybody gets up in the morning, of course, as is reflected. Oh, there we go. Go. That's a good one. He got excited over the weight and gave me 5 points in the heartometer. Here. Just trimming the wheat, trimming the wheat down, son. Oh, here we go. I just got myself a final heart. Yes, I did. And now let's find some on any seeds that I have. Ooh, I got a lot of wheat seeds, but I don't really have the space for all of them, or at least I don't think I do. I might do. I might be wrong. No, I think it's a 10x10. Is it 10x10? I think it might be 10x10. I suppose arguably I do have another field, but I don't necessarily want to use that field just yet. There is, obviously, we know there are 2 more crops to go. Now, one of them I do definitely remember. One of them I definitely don't. So, make what you will of that information, but whatever it is quite simplistic. I cannot fucking remember what the final crop is. So I have quite literally come a cropper on that one. We might as well harvest the old what's it? We do need to grow lots of crops as well, and obviously they won't grow if they're just lazing around having already grown. So we do need to just wander around. Oh, there's another heart. Marvellous. Bit of a waste, but still. But yeah, that's the one sort of... I just picture you hanging outside the loos and listening. Yes. I can't deny, if you have only just reached the point where I was discussing loos, and therefore this might be sort of hugely delayed, might be worthwhile, since as I was dropping frames like a good one, and it seems to have steadied itself out, could be worthwhile anybody giving it a little refresh. Just having a pop at the refresh button, because that can sometimes get you back on target, stay on target, and it might just refresh into a better state. But nonetheless, I was going to say it's my fault. It's not. It's Sky's fault. So fuck you, Sky. In the middle of the night, they were trying to get some sleep. I ring the bell. I ring my big bell. And then I ring my little bell. There's someone knocking at the door. Now I've rung the bell. The residents become specialists at sowing seeds. I bet they do. I bet... Oh, someone's stuck in the toilets. Yes. The population of Veldin's base just got a little bigger by 2 people invading the toilets first. Of course they do. And... yes! I have ideas, and they are above my station. Look at my ideas, everybody. Look at them. I need approval. A vertical log. That's what those 2 were doing in the toilets. A sharpened log. That's not what you want to do in the toilets. A horizontal log. Eventually it will become horizontal, because usually it sort of slides and... But we don't need to deal with that. Plank pathway. A wooden walkway to amble along. Oh, I might pop that. Might pop that as a pathway. You know how it's called a plank pathway? I might use that as a pathway. Oh, you know where I said I was lining up some 2s, but that would work quite nicely. A basic bridge. Span gaps with this simple structure made from lumber and lengths of cord. A wooden doormat. A simple wooden sill denoting the entrance to a plaza. Porched window. A small wooden window with an overhanging lintel. I think that's the word lintel. Never really heard of a lintel, but a small wooden window with a curvilinear lintel. You got to assume, even if you don't know the word lintel, I think it's safe to assume it's the little thing above the window, because you can see the only difference between those windows is that top bit, and the only difference in the description is what sort of lintel they have. So, yeah, quite nice to be able to figure out roughly what the meaning of a word is by just looking. A bare-bones bench assembled by an amateur carpenter. And a nameplate, a placard, put up to reserve a room for private purposes. And bunting! Yes, everybody loves a little bunting. We can place bunting all over the place. A bootanoot? Is he? Good. I don't think that's bunting, though. Unless we have bootanoot bunting. A bootanoot bunting, here we go! I'm putting bootanoots around. Christ. I'm just trying to warm up the old vocal cords. Eclipse. Button nunting. Reboot Berry. Right now, reboot him. It's a fucking router. Or a fax machine, actually. It's more fax machine, I think, wasn't it? Hey, craps, Helden. We just keep getting better and better. We can even handle planting seeds ourselves now. If you want us to plant some seeds for you, stick 'em in the chest. Then you just have to pick which field you want us to plant 'em in by writing it on the scarecrow, and we'll handle it from there. And it seems that you've grown as a builder, even more than we have with those sharpened logs and porched windows you've invented. You could build some very fine buildings indeed. Did you look out how to make bunting too? That's sure to come in handy soon. And that's not all. The sound of the bell has summoned some more people. Our farm just keeps growing and growing. Woohoo! I'm very excited at this. First things first, Veldin, let's give our new guests a nice warm welcome. I mean, they're in the shitter. Don't get much warmer than that. When you want to grow a specific crop, examine a scarecrow and select the one you want. Put some seeds of the same type in a nearby chest, and the residents will sow them for you. Good. Good. Can I join you? If you promise to get off the toilet. I'm going to have to put a ladder. No, I want one more of them. What I plan on doing, yeah. I'll tell you what. On that centre one, that's it. Hey, here we go. It's the peeping ladder. So you can get on the roof and peep in at people having a poo. Oi, what's going on here then? That's the mighty fine tree you got there, and just look at those lovely big fields. Poor the other one, you're rebuilding Farfield Farm and growing an old new dye tree? Oh, fuck off, you fucking wanker. Inquisitive Argon, come quickly, this place is a blooming nest of heretics. We've been sent by children of Argon, as you see, to find out what's going on here. And now as we've found out, we better report back to the higher-ups. But perhaps we should take a closer look first. Maybe plough some fields, plant some crops, just to make sure we got the full picture, so to speak. Another pair of Fotherfieldy and farmers join. They joined the farm. Yes. Oh my. They sure as shit do. They joined the farm. The farm has been joined. Yes, you're very happy because I rang the bell. Don't you mind us. I just opened the door, so... And also, slight negative of having no roofs. You are going to get rained on when you're trying to have a piss. Or a poo. They don't have pisses in this game, in fairness. It is exclusively poos. That is all they do. You're going to need another toilet at this rate. Maybe chocolate far more. I just feel like there's some kind of yes. I'm thinking of Jaws. I think it's Jaws, isn't it? You're going to need we're going to need a bigger boat. You're going to need another toilet. I don't know why he's gone Australian, but nonetheless, you're going to need a bigger toilet. You are Eklund Orkman, Veldin. You did it. You rung the bell and increased everyone's building ability, even mine. I love the fact that we're having this conversation with Perry and Bonanza, or Bonanza, whatever the fuck his name is, in front of this poor bloke who just wanted to take a dump. That's all he wanted. He just wanted to take a dump, and we've just had a conversation in the toilet in front of him. Hey, mine too. From now on, you can leave all the tilling, the watering, and the planting to us. Excuse me, Mr. Veldin. I don't know if you recognise me, but I'm one of the farmers who came here when you rang that bell the first time round. I know we said we wouldn't be renouncing our views regarding the children of Aragon, but we changed our minds. We don't care one bit for the children of Aragon now. We're going to be builders instead, like you. Rummaging ratskulls. There's brilliant news, and it's all thanks to you, my boy. You're the one who brought building back to the island. Actually, Verlin, there's something I've been meaning to discuss with you. Yes, because there's now two more farmers outside, and still this poor lonely bloke is just stood here going, hey, "Are you gonna leave?" Because I mean,
I was literally on the toilet when you started this conversation. It is now poking out. I do need some privacy, please. Please, will you leave? Our Firefield farm grows by the day. All these people require guidance, leadership, and a poo. What our village needs, my boy, is a mayor. And who would be better suited to fill that role than yours truly? Ho ho ho, you needn't say a word. The smile on your face speaks volumes. It's settled. I hereby award myself the official title of Mayor of Thurf. No way, I'm not having it. Oh, Malroth's joining. Here we go. One more in the toilets. What, Malroth? The only thing you're fit to lead us in is who's got the most feral facial hair. Besides, what kind of leader picks themselves while they're in the toilet? Where are your fanatical followers? Where are the zealots clamouring to give their lives in your name? Give it up, Beardy. Toilet politics. I mean, in fairness, it's probably still cleaner than British politics. Ooh, satire. Ooh, cheeky. He barges in out of nowhere, completely uninvited. I mean, what exactly did we do to this man in the toilet? Exactly this. We barged in out of nowhere, completely uninvited. And worst of all, he's right. But I shall not give up. You have done your part in improving our village, Felden. Now I must do mine, and earn my place as its rightful ruler. I'm going to be mayor of this here town.
Velden, I don't like you. I'm not sure about meeting in the toilet, Velden. It seems like a poor place for a meeting, but it does seem like everybody's happy to have the meetings. So I suppose, well, if you don't mind, I'm just going to wait outside. It is beginning to smell. Everything's coming along so well. The sugar cane's growing nicely. Everyone's improving as builders, and we're making great progress with Pastoral's requests. Look, something's happening to the dye tree. Oh shit. What's happening to the dye tree? Oh, shiny. Wow, the dye tree just grew even bigger.
Sounds like she's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. That's not exactly what I was going for. But maybe she is. She's just highly strung.
Well done, everyone. The combined life force of all the plants we've grown has taken the dye tree to new heights. Your efforts have awakened a new power within the dye tree. The might of creation is more potent than I had anticipated. A new power. Soon enough, it'll be back to the strength it had before the children of Hargon destroyed it. Speaking of which, where did the original dye tree come from in the first place? Did it just sprout out of the ground one day or what?
You know, Malroth, I've been thinking this for a while now, but you act all rough and tough, but you're actually a pretty deep thinker. The only thing I ever think about is where my next cabbage is coming from.
We're not done yet, Velden. We still need to grow 2 more different crops. When we've done that and dye tree's back to full strength, we'll be safe from the ill wind. So let's get to it.
Unless the wind just faces is coming in from the toilet direction, and then you're never safe from the ill wind.
Wait, something's coming. I smell it. Shit. Literally and figuratively.
I hadn't intended to make it sound like I was actually wanting to use the word shit there. Good. You, what do you have? You don't have a weapon at all. Do I have any spare bramble swords? The answer is no! Can I build a new bramble sword? Is there anybody else who requires a bramble sword? Do I have an improvement on the bramble sword? All extremely valid questions. Right, let's get in here. I'll tell you one thing we'll do first, since I'm here. Right, you, exclusively sugarcane. Not that I've got anywhere to place sugarcane. Do I have a spare chest? Only gold chests, and I don't know if they're going to count. Yeah, we'll plonk one down, see what happens. What we'll do, we'll just plonk a quick chest there, and if I happen to have any sugary seeds, Yeah, if I end up with some sugary seeds, which I don't currently have, I will utilise that. Righty-toty. We will want some plank pathway, I think, at some point in the not-too-distant future. And I will try and install some windows, but for now, I think the crucial thing is I'm in the wrong build menu. The crucial thing is, yes, club, spiked club. Do you have a spiked club? Maroth, do you have a spiked club? It does look like you've got a spiked club. Does that look like a spiked club? I mean, it looks like a club, and it looks like it's got spikes on. Some would say that is a spiked club. Yes, I think it's safe to say it's a spiked club. Bonanza, do stay out of the way a little bit, mate. So I think just one bramble sword. One bramble sword for me. Well, not for me. I've already got one. But we are now, if you were wondering, we are now sort of establishing the pattern, essentially. So give you that sword. There you go. The avid agriculturalist now has a barbed blade. But the pattern is, you do some quests. You then do some sub-quests, all whilst trying to build the tree. And then, once you've done a bunch of quests, you do a big fight. And then, once you've done all of the big quests, you do a big fight. And the big fight is usually quite difficult. It looks like the children of Horgon are massing up for a big attack, Veldin. Like, a real battle? Oh, that's another female voice. Like, totally. Dude, I've got a fourth. Oh my god. OMG. I, totally didn't realise. But I've just remembered it now. Like, awesome. I'm so excited I can't even. Do you reckon they want to, smash the whole farm up? I suspect that is exactly their intention. We must do everything within our power to defeat them. If you, haven't already, could you do us a solid and, totally kill us out with the sweetest weapons you can? The better our gear, the better our chances, right? What do you say, Veldin? Are we ready for battle? Yes! Because I have already kitted you out with the best weapons money can buy, despite the fact that there is literally no money in this game, or at least I don't think there is. I don't recall there being any actual currency. Good. It's been ages since the last big fight, and I've been itching for some action. Let's get out there and make the most of it. Fuck yeah. Let battle commence. Oh no, I'm stuck in the tree. Get out of the way, tree. Stupid tree. Stupid die tree. I need you to die in my presence. Whoa, Cloud. Could you be a bit less cheeky? So I can't fully remember, but I think in these sort of mini-fights, which are sort of... They're big fights, but mini-big fights. Absolutely nonsensical, you prick. Yes it is. But yeah, as I say, in these sort of mini-big fights, I think if any damage actually does happen to... Oh, shit in hell. Okay, if any damage happens to me, I end up having to eat a flipping herb. Should really have... We're at the stage where the enemies are doing quite a substantial amount of damage, so at this point you have to start remembering to be hovering over your healing items at any given time, because they can pack a punch. Luckily there is plenty of distraction, so it's sometimes difficult for them to actually kill you when there's plenty of other people for them to start wailing on. But yeah, if you see there, base integrity, they can start damaging your base. I think if they do damage your base from these fights... Ow, could you not lick me mostly to death? Eat the cabbages? Yeah, the cabbages will be good enough. The cabbages are good enough. Cabbages are always good enough. The brassy music. Well, see, it's kind of that reason is why I find Dragon Quest Builders so much better than Minecraft. Despite the fact that, obviously, it's the same fundamental principle. You're taking blocks, you're sticking them down, you're doing a lovely job of architecture. It's all fundamentally the same idea. Excuse me, hang on. There we go. Right, Veldin Malroth's level increases. Marvellous. And also, yes, what I was saying, it's fundamentally Minecraft, isn't it? It's the chunky square cubes being placed to build shit. But with all the Dragon Quest magnificence including that of the music and the enemy design and the character design. Akira Toriyama, I think I got that right this time. I rarely do, but nonetheless, he is a marvellous artsy man. Dragon Ball Z, if you were unaware, Akira Toriyama did Dragon Ball Z, which is why Dragon Quest looks substantially like Dragon Ball Z. His maximum HP increased, but he doesn't look like he gives a shit. Completely. His breath gauge gets a little bit bigger. And... oh, no, never mind. I thought he was going to high five. Apparently he didn't. That's fine. Oh, hey! We were just a bit late. No, that was the correct pronunciation. Marvellous. Gosh, Feldin, that was an even tougher fight than the one before. It seems like the children of Hargon really have it in for us. They've got it in for me. They've all got it in for me. So carry on, Cleo? Yeah, carry on Cleo reference. When Kenneth Williams' Caesar is being killed. Caesar's last words are famously infamy, I believe. And it was a beautiful little twist where he goes, infamy, they've all got it in for me. Yeah, jokes, funny, hilarious, fun. Dragon Ball. I must admit, wasn't aware he'd done Blue Dragon, because I have never played Blue Dragon, and it genuinely annoys me. Genuinely annoys me that I have not played Blue Dragon. But I must admit, the fact that it explains something in Blue Dragon, and that is, I don't know if it's the official name, but it fully explains the poo snake. And if you don't know what a poo snake is, think yourself lucky. Think yourself lucky. No, it's actually relatively simple. It's a snake, but it wraps up like a poo, and so it's got like a mouth on top, and then little tiny legs as well. It's weird. It's weird. But as I say, the fact that it's Akira Toriyama makes me suddenly go, yeah, no. That completely, 100% explains it all. But yeah, Blue Dragon. Oh God, I want that game. I want that game so much. Did the designers in Chrono Trigger as well? Good lord, the man's a genius. I don't know. Is he still alive? I'm assuming yes. Well, not necessarily. They might have taken his art style, but he's been going a long time, because Dragon Ball Z's getting on a bit, isn't it? Dragon Quest is pretty old school as well. But I'm fairly certain he'd still be alive, isn't he? Maybe. I don't know. Does anybody know? But yes, Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is one I've never gotten around to playing, but want to, but at least can, and I do own, because I own the Steam version of Chrono Trigger. Blue Dragon is one of those ones which was an Xbox exclusive that's never gone anywhere else. And it's like, I want that game, but I'm not buying an Xbox for one game. Well, technically it would be two games, because there's another one. There's another RPG. It's something like Lost Odyssey, is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Well done, Brain. Well done. I doubted you, but you came through. So well done you, Brain. Well done. Unexpected competence in the brain area. Lost Odyssey. Did I say Lost? I did say Lost Odyssey, didn't I? Yes, I did. But yes, that's the two games I really want to play, but just can't. Which is Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon. Because I even tried getting... Probably shouldn't say this, because parts are, of course, illegal. I even tried sort of getting the emulator of the Xbox, and then a perfectly legal copy of Blue Dragon and a perfectly legal copy of Lost Odyssey. Wink, wink. I think I got away with it. I don't think anybody would suspect anything. The winking told everybody I was telling the truth. But unfortunately, the Xbox 360 emulator didn't really work. Especially, it's one of those emulators where it's like, it sort of worked, but definitively did not work for Lost Odyssey. So it was like, you fucking shitting me? You fucking shitting me? Because I've, it's one of those ones where I looked it up on the forums because it was like, is it meant to not? Oh, I see. The creator of the emulator has not managed to get that one to work. Sweet as. So yeah, that was a bit of a blow. That was a bit of a blow because I think it was Blue Dragon and Lost Odyssey, a pair of the only games they couldn't get to work on the emulator, and it's like, are you shitting me? Are you shitting me, Universe? They're the only two Xbox games I'm particularly fond of trying. So yeah, it is a little bit disappointing because it's like I want them, but I can't have them. At some point, maybe I will, I don't know, track down a cheap Xbox 360 or something, but for now, it's like, every time I see them, it's like, I want you, but I can't have you, but I do want you. A lamenting song of sorrow. Now I understand why I use the word lamenting. It's written in front of my fucking eyes, isn't it? It is lamentable, Rosie, and yet unavoidable. I do not see any way to broker peace between us. And oh god, they don't have eyes. Where are their eyes? Yeah, I think I did that with Onimusha. The first Onimusha I played had sort of, you could see under the floors, which was quite interesting. Now, I think, Chester, you've definitely experienced Onimusha, I believe, haven't you? I might be mistaken, but you've certainly seen Malice play it, at the very least, if not played it yourself. I got the impression you'd played it yourself as well, but whatever the case, you've definitely seen Malice play it. So you'll remember the dudes with the squiggly arms that drop under the ground, and then they sort of appear in a different area under the ground. And because of this issue with the planes, you could see the floors, but you could also see underneath the floors. Now, for the most part, that made no difference whatsoever. On some occasions, you would get a secret treasure chest you could just instantly see, because it was supposed to be hidden by sort of foliage in the foreground, but you could see through the foliage, so you just saw it. I think it's more like the backgrounds were playing it. The background was underneath the playable elements, I suppose you'd call them. There's probably a more technical way of putting it, but essentially, like, your character model, the enemy models, the treasure chests, the interactables, essentially were above the background plates, because of course the backgrounds were fixed, sort of painted and fixed camera style stuff. So everything was on top of it. And so, whereas normally that enemy, you would experience a certain amount of, oh, where's he gonna go? What's he gonna do? Me, I could literally, he disappeared through the floor, and it was like, where's he going? I know exactly where he's going. I can still see him. It's like a shit ninja. I can still see you. No, I can still see you hiding behind the tree, you shit ninja. But yeah, he just dropped through the floor and was like, where am I going? Where am I going? Am I going to get you? No, I know exactly where you are. You're right beneath me. I'll just take a sidestep. So yeah, it kind of slightly ruined that enemy. But besides that, it actually functioned quite nicely. But there are some odd emulator errors can be quite entertaining sometimes. Horrifying other times, because I think, yeah, not having eyes is definitely a horrifier one. Veldin, do you know of the brainy bad Boon? I am a mere pastor, but he is the primate of Furrowfield. Not only does he outrank me by far, but his control over this island is absolute. He is away at present, but when he returns, I will attempt to make him see reason. I may be able to convince him of the Dye Tree's value, but this mere sapling will not sway him. If I am going to stand any chance of proving its worth, we must grow the Dye Tree to a full height. All right then, Al. So when are you actually going to get your hands dirty and start helping us? What? Yeah, Malroth's right.
You live here on the farm with all of the rest of us builders. When are you going to join in? You expect me, an avatar of destruction, to become a builder? It is an interesting proposal. I will grant you that. Perhaps I may even consider it one day.
All right, it's a deal. Come on, Veldin. Let's grow 2 more types of crops, complete the pastor's tasks, and make this place the finest farm on Furrowfield. You do realise, though, of course, by finest farm on Furrowfield, it is the only farm on Furrowfield. So, by default, even in its shit state, it is still the finest farm on Furrowfield. But that's not going to deter me. I'm Rosie. Oh, let's do it, everyone.
Max orgy? Is that what you're suggesting, Rosie? I don't think it was. Right. I will briefly throw it to the chat once again. I believe that's Perry. Perry or Rosie, both of which have run away. But nonetheless, Perry or Rosie? Rosie or Perry? Perry or Rosie? Do you know what? Fuck it. We'll fill in the water feature. Go on, that's it. It's a lovely water feature, that is. A bit more water in there. I mean, it's unfortunate that we've only got access to shit water at the moment. But, yeah. Perry, we've got to vote for Perry. And that is the first vote, so we will do Perry. I will find Perry in a moment. I will find Perry Mason and ask him to represent me in a court of law. For that is what Perry Mason is. Yeah, I mean, it is unfortunate. At the end of the day, it's unfortunate. It's shit water. But it's our shit water. And, you know, good enough. I think eventually you do actually have to fill that area. And you do actually have to fill it with clean water. But, as I say, I don't have any clean water, so it'll do. 20 bridges? Yeah, 20 bridges will do. Jeff Bridges! So, now, the problem is, yeah, that's a 2x2. But ideally, you want a 3x3. So, yeah, I wasted that bridge. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody cares about that bridge. But what we'll do is I think we will even up this little feature here by having a triple threat, a quadra threat in fairness actually. 4 little paths off of the main area to just hopefully they won't, as you just saw, Pastor Owl, he was happily splashing around in the ocean. They don't give a shit, these people. But nonetheless, they do now have full-on paths. They can go there, wrap round the die tree, and go to the exit. They can go here, do a couple of loops. Ah, shit, I missed my turning. Ah, shit, I missed my turning again. Don't worry, we'll just get... Ah, shit, missed my turning again. Get the signal... Ah, shit, I missed my turning again. Get the signal going. Yeah, there you go. Hey, there we go. So we got the die tree roundabout. Now, Perry, you off for a poo? Perry, you off for a poo? Ah, sorry, Perry. I've got to chat to you. Is there a worse feeling than finding out something can't be made symmetrical? It is aggravating on occasion. But in this one, to a certain extent, in this one, I have to live with it because that central area, it has to look like that. But in fairness, this one is symmetrical. But I don't think it's actually in the centre of the perimeter. But other than that, it is sort of, you can build out reasonably well. It was blimmin' scary when the children of Argon attacked, wasn't it? None of us was hurt though, and that's what matters. Do you remember what Rosie said about how we could have had an harvest festival once we'd done all stuff as we need to do for Dietary? Well, I can't blimmin' wait for it. I figured I could speed things along by helping you find them seeds you need. According to Pastor Howell, there's an old bridge to the east of Furrowfield Bog, and they used to grow a different kind of crop somewhere on the other side. Indeed, it is said there was a vast tomato field. We've found out our 4th crop. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Do you know what? Fuck it. Let's call the whole thing off. In fairness, we will be in a moment or two. I joked, but it's actually true. Indeed, it is said there was a vast tomato farm that sprawled over the area to the east of the bog until the children of Hargon destroyed it, that is.
There may yet be seeds buried beneath the soil there. With the aid of your new friend Woofina, you might just be able to find them. Just like sugarcane, there is a particular trick to growing tomatoes, or so I've heard. Alas, I have never seen them grown and can offer you no guidance in this regard. I suggest you search the same area for someone who can tell you what must be done to help the seeds you find take root.
Yeah, well, there you go then, Velden. The rest is up to you. Find us 30 tomato seeds, and find out how to make them grow too. A new destination has been set on the map. And where is that destination? Over here. At the back of my place. So yeah, I suppose arguably we want to view the map, yeah. Oh, the dock, of course, yeah. Dixon the dock grain. No, it's over there, so I suspect the easiest way is probably, I don't know, yeah, might be better off. I might end up changing my mind, but I think it might be better off if I warp to the banks of the bog. I can then do a sort of southeasterly kind of position, and that will clear out some more of that map. So where there's mystery, there will no longer be mystery. And I will make a machine of that lack of mystery. Right, pop them in the old inventory. And yes, as it is slightly past 11 o'clock, the time is 23:04. Thank you for phoning the speaking clock. The Doc! Doc Brown here? Yes. And he's having... the reason. This is the reason why we're building the farm. The secret reason. The secret reason the game doesn't want you to know is we're building up the farm so that he can use the energy we produce from building the crops to get his 1.21 gigawatts of energy, and thus allow him to travel back to not only his own time, his own universe. Da-da-ba-ba. Right, let us exit the game, and then I will turn off the controller. The controller is off. And then what we shall do is we shall open the pretzel and find out that it's just bread. It's just bread with salt on. Shit. I'm not sure I like this pretzel. And then, yeah, we'll carry on with the metal station, I suppose. We're back in sort of 5-10 minutes. Probably closer to 5. But it's now dependent mostly on whatever the second song of the metal station is. And I don't know what that second song is. So, we'll find out at some point. Are you going to play? Are you going to kick off a fuss? I think you're just going to play. Which is always helpful. You kicking off a fuss is a pain in the arse, but, you know, sometimes you are just sort of, a dickhead. As are so many people sometimes. Anyway. Probably 5, 6, 7 minutes, something along those lines.
make you want to exist. We'll be the ones to take you tonight from this. Do it over again till we build an army. Clatter of the wheels upon the tracks, a twisted